Let me open you. Open, goddammit. Fine. Oh, now you're back the other way. Oh, great. Oh, bollocks. I don't wanna. Ah, damn it. It's painful. Why is this painful? Because I don't know what any of it is. I'm testimony part, I'm done for. You're done for. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to pronounce this testimony.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Come up, Star Fox.
I did play Star Fox. Oh, not very well.
Was that you or me?
I thought I was driving, but look.
And having a little lurk. Hope you're enjoying your day and doing something fun yourself. Whether that's work or crafting. Or like me, crafting, which is work. And we can move them into there. Move that down there to move that one there. Where's there?
Well, it didn't even come up with the option for R1.
Yeah.
There. I'll move out your way. Oh,
Oh, come on.
so close.
No, I don't think if I hit you at all.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 7. It's done. Oh, even one more. Should we care? There we go. Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear. Do my You wish to know the title of my personage?
Yeah, got a futuristic rug.
Look at the patchwork sofa.
Oh,
want
the
that.
whimsical sofa.
I'm having the retro rug. No, I want to open it. I gotta pick it up. I will open it. Why won't you let me open it? Let me open you. Open, goddammit. Fine. Oh, now you're back the other way. Oh, great. Oh, bollocks. I don't wanna. Ah, damn it. It's painful. Why is this painful? Because I don't know what any of it is. I'm testimony part, I'm done for. You're done for. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to pronounce this testimony.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Come up, Star Fox.
I did play Star Fox. Oh, not very well.
Was that you or me?
I thought I was driving, but look.
And having a little lurk. Hope you're enjoying your day and doing something fun yourself, whether that's work or crafting, or like me, crafting, which is work. And we move them into there, that down there to move that one there, where's there,
Well, it didn't even come up with the option 4-hour one.
Yeah.
There. I'll move out your way. Oh,
Oh, come on.
so close.
No, I don't think if I hit you at all.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's done. Oh, even one more. Should we care? There we go. Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear. Do my You wish to know the title of my personage?
Yeah, got a futuristic rug.
Look at the patchwork sofa.
Oh,
want
the
that.
whimsical sofa.
I'm having the retro rug. I want to open it. I've got to pick it up. I want to open it. Why won't you let me open it? Hi guys, sorry about the delay there. I was trying to get Stream Elements to work in my Puzzling Games YouTube channel. It wasn't working, and the chatbot wasn't working for it, so but it's now working. Don't know what was going on, but it's fixed. How are you all? So we're catching up because I obviously didn't do any at the weekend. I was out both days, and I'm paying for it today, so I've taken it easy today. But we went to a Lego Build-A-Brick thing event on Sunday, and I got myself some nice cool Lego. Saturday we went around town. We went to a couple of Christmas markets and things to see about presents for people. So been busy, but today marks the 9-year anniversary of me doing YouTube. I started my crafts channel 9 years ago today when I put out my first crochet tutorial. Looking back on it, it was an awful video, but people liked it and they subscribed, and now I'm at 8,500 odd subscribers, which is not too bad for 9 years. So in the last few years I've not put a lot of videos out because I haven't been very well. But yeah, I'm quite happy with that, and I'm hoping that my Puzzling Games channel and my Twitch channel will also grow to a nice size in 9-10 years time. I've been doing both of those for just over a year now. But we are going to do the advents. I should move that up there for the minute because that's one of the last ones. And then, depending what time, we're going to hopefully catch up on some of the colouring we haven't done. But we'll see how it's going. But how are you all? Hopefully my mic is working. It looks like it is. Hopefully the subtitles, captions, closed captions are working. I still can't stop it from going bigger and smaller. But I've had try, so I'm hoping it's going to be a little better. But we're going to do the Cloudberries one first, as we usually do, and then we'll do the Ravensburger one, and then we'll move on to the painted ornaments, and then we'll move on to the colouring after that. So, our usual way of doing things, you know. So, I'm going to get out the days we need. I still haven't actually opened this up to see the poster and things. It is in there, all folded up. I don't know if you can see that, but I've specifically not looked because I like the surprise. So, we've done 12 last time, didn't we? I'm just going to double check. I'm pretty sure we did 12. Yes, we've done 12. So, we are on 13, 14, and 15 today to catch up. So, I'll put them there and I'll pack them away later. But how has everyone's day been? Have you all had a good day? I've basically watched other people on Twitch and then fell asleep. Duncan woke me up about 5:30, so I needed the nap. So obviously with these Cloudberry ones, let's switch to close up. There we go. Obviously with the Cloudberry ones, there's always a joke, a riddle, bit of trivia on the back. So what have we got today? We got a joke. What do elves listen to when they finish making the toys? Rap music. It's not terrible. It's not shocking, is it? Let's see what we have today, which obviously was technically Saturday. So this is what we should have done on Saturday, but instead I was going shopping and wearing myself out. We didn't buy much, but our local tabletop tavern, which is the local gaming tavern around here, board game tavern, had their first ever local Christmas market. And I wanted to go along, see what they got, show my support. It was actually really nice. It wasn't particularly accessible. I had to use my walker, and even that I struggled to get around. But everyone was really nice and tried to leave room for me and things. They usually are really nice. But the range of stores they had there was really nice. Yeah, obviously they had a lot of stuff that, dice and dice towers and dice trays and D&D related stuff. But they also had some stickers. I got a couple of stickers from one of them. There was some nice jewellery. There was tattoo artists there advertising their local tattoo place, as well as selling stickers and stuff. I got a lovely chat with them and discussed about the fact that there's tattoos I would like to get done. I have tattoos already, but I haven't had them done since I got sick. I wanted to discuss my pain issues now with my chronic pain and explain to them how I've been worried about getting tattoos now because of that. It never bothered me before, but this has been a concern. And actually they were really lovely, spoke to me about the methods they use. They actually have some customers who are chronic pain sufferers, and they told me what they do to help with that, and they actually made me feel really welcome. So I will definitely be going to them for my next tattoo, which would be nice because I have my oldest two children tattooed on me, their names, but I don't have my youngest because I got sick before I had him, and he's 20 now and I still don't have his name tattooed on. So it's gonna be nice to actually be able to get it done and say, yes, I have you now. There is a tattoo I'd like to get of my dad, but that one's a much more difficult one. It's ironic, my dad never liked tattoos, wasn't his thing, and yet all of his kids are either planning to or have got tattoos in memorial of him. I don't know what you'd say about that. Probably call us all bloody idiots. But we don't mind. I think that's the edge, because we filled the board last time. I was supposed to move them onto a bigger board, but I kind of forgot. I think that's going to end up either being down there, because we've got a border edge there, at the side there, or up there. It's going to be one of them. It is that one. Trying to find some more visible border ones. Like that. So it's curving again, so that's probably going to end up being somewhere like that to curve down, but I'm not 100% sure. Could be the curve that way. No, let's stick to my original planner that way and see how it goes. That one I think might go there. Yeah. That one's that way. No. So how's everyone's day been? What are you up to for this week? Is everyone ready for Christmas? Or winter solstice, Yule, Hanukkah, obviously. Any other holidays that I don't know, because I can't remember them all, I'm sorry. That way. That way, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Depends how I feel. My pain levels were through the roof this morning, but I had a very long bath, and that helped try to get them. Oh, hi guys, sorry about that. I forgot to put something on in the background so my mic turned off. Because if there's no sound running through this, the mic turns off. Because, you know, why would it be useful? Right. Okay, so that immediately opened on my Twitch page. So I'm now listening to myself. Why on earth did that open up on that? Let's listen to Duncan instead, shall we? He's streaming as well. Yeah, there we go. Turn him down so it's not going to interfere with me, but there. Sorry about that, guys. It's a right pain in the ass, but I don't know what else to do at the moment. I can't keep buying more and more mics and things. It's just getting too costly. No. I'm gonna go there. Lost my train of thought now as well. I have no idea what I was saying, so feel free to remind me. Or if you were bored on whatever it was I was saying, pick a new subject for me to talk about. I don't mind. That's going in there. So we've got scissors, which means this bit attaches there. Yes, because that's the other loop, which means that's the point of the scissors. So there, yes, there we go. Now I recognise the scissors. I can see what's belonging where. That's going in there. That's the other point there. Right. Possibly that way. I'm not sure. They could be led down, which means they could be that way. Or that way. I think it's that way actually. Looking at that, that slips on there nicely. And this in there like that. There we go. There. That goes there. That's there. Onto that there. There we go. So no one's had any of these jigsaw advents. If you found them any good, I've been quite enjoying them. Obviously the Ravensburg one's disappointed me, as I've said every time, because of it's not holding together as well as it normally does. But it's not too bad. Right, so because I've forgotten to transfer this one over, I'm just going to have to put this one on top, because I don't have another board. And my other boards are way too big. I haven't cleaned off my table beside me to be able to put the board out. So we're just going to slide this on top of these ones. So that one's going to actually join to the bottom here. I can show you just there. So that one will join in there, but obviously it's off the board at the moment, so push that one back. So that's 12. Let's see, 14. What have we got here? We got a joke again. Why are Christmas trees so bad at sewing? They're always dropping their needles. Oh, so I'm a Christmas tree. That explains so much. I have little magnet things to try to help pick up my needles when I drop them. Unfortunately, I put the magnet thing up safe and I don't know what I've done with it. I really want to separate these off. There we go. It's a bit annoying that some of them won't cut properly and some of them are just stuck together. But so this one obviously will have no edge because it's a straight up middle piece. It will connect onto the side of the one I just done and then onto the bottom of the one of them here. Now normally I would grab out the visible border piece, but I'm not seeing it. Normally, you know, there's like a edge going like on all of these. You can just see there's a border between each one, like I saw here. But it looks like this has actually got, it's completely covered, so there's no border, and I'm not seeing a border on any of the sides. Looking at that, so we are going to have to use different techniques. Just try to find things that match. Like bows, that's going to have some matching. Several different bows here. That one's that way. That one, nope. Ah, that one's that way. That one that way, yes. That one's going to go on there. And that one there. Nope. Nope. Okay, come back to that one. Try these baubles. That's going to go on top there. Nope. See any more carrot pieces? They're actually ornaments, but I've been nicknaming them carrots ornaments since I've seen them. Because they look like carrots. Got some candy cane here. That's... Yep, that's on there. Excuse me, sorry. Is that the bottom of that? That is the bottom of that. That's not there. That is the top of a candy cane, but not that top. That is the bottom of a candy cane, but I'm pretty sure that one's there, yes. Nope. That one's there. This one there? Yeah. That one in there, yep. That's another part of the candy cane. That one's there. So there we go. That one. Yes, there we go. That one's going to go in there. What's that? Yes, there we go. Oops. That way. There we go. Okay. So this bit here is going to attach to a bow. It can't be that because we've got a train. So it's got to be that way because the train will go up that way. We got some red running through here for the red words are escaping me right now. Beading. That's what I'm looking for, the red beading. There, that way round. Yeah, that's the top of a carrot there, look. That there, nope. Making this look hard, aren't they? Let's face it, it's not hard for me to make it look hard on something. That goes there. That one in there? No. Okay, that's gonna connect onto a visible part of a bow somewhere. I'm not seeing it. that bit. That is that bit though, which is the green ornament. There's not much of this green ornament around. Oh, I think that goes in there. Yeah, because that connects there. And that one goes in there. Well, looks like it might go there. Yep. Got a little bit of what I assume to be top of a bow there. Let's try that one. There, yes. And I think that might go here. Yes, because of the ornament there. Got another one of the green ornaments here. Possibly there. Turn it right way around, yes. That's the top of one there. No, not quite. Come on. I think that might go there though, because I think it's got a bit of train on it. It has. Ooh, I think that's the top of the candy cane there. Yes, so all of that connects in there. There we go. That one goes there. That one goes there. That's got to go there just for space of where things can go. That one there. Which means that goes that way round and there. There we go. Yeah, so it's just a fully part of the tree. So I guess we're going to end up with a large part of tree down the centre here. Let's force across, and that's going to connect in there. That's why we couldn't find that bit of bauble, because they connect on there. There. Sorry, you couldn't see that, could you? There we go. They've connected. So the two we just did, that row down there was the new one to that. So the rest of this bow was, for this one, was on the previous one there. So that's the centre line there. And of course that fits on the bottom in these two places here. So we're about to do the one that will go here, which will join on there. So number 15, which is bonus. Choose any two Cloudberries puzzles and get 15% off with the code XMUSTRAIN. Nice. Anyone planning on buying any puzzles anytime soon? If you are, use XMUSTRAIN, all capital letters from Cloudberries. So this is the last Cloudberries of the day, because that will have us all caught up, because this is day 15. Looks like we've got our border back now, so that gives me something to work on. Right, so let's take these bits, which I like to use for the border bit. So in the new year, I should be doing a lot more puzzles on my puzzle and game channel. I have a lot to do, but it's just finding the time. So I'm trying to make sure I make more time for them in the new year. Really get my puzzle and games channel, really get it up and running. Okay, so we've got the first edge. So it's either going to be that way, or it's going to be that way. But as we know, it's cutting onto the tree, and we've got no border on the tree. That's more than likely going to be that way, because it's not shown any border, unless, did this bit here have a border? It did, so it could be up the top then, like that. Let's have a look. That would fit if we did it that way up the top. So let's assume that's the top for the minute then. Good that way. Going in there. That's going in there. That one shouldn't have been in there at all because it doesn't go. Now we've got another corner there. That's that side. Silly, silly woman. That there, yes. That way, yep. That way. That's going to go on there. So that connects there. Yes, there we go. Okay. I think that's going to fit there. Yes, it is. Okay, that bit came together quite nicely. That looks like there, yeah. These ones look like they're just going to go in here if I put them the right way round. Yep. And that one on there. Not quite. That way around? No. That one there, yes. That's there. That's going to go there. That one there. That one there. That's there. Fits in just there. Haha, there's that one there. I think that way round. Yes, there we go. That's all up there nicely. So it was one of the parts that we couldn't do a bow to. Nope, that one. Come on, Sonia, think. That one's there, you daft wit. That one's one going in there. That's there. That's going to attach to there. There. That's. That one's going to go there because it's got that. That's got to go there. That one's going to go in there. Going on things, so that's that one. There we go. That one's there. Oh, of course, that one's up there. The remainder of the green and the thing. Let's put that one there. And that one there. There we go. Which we've got a train. So a ribbon or tape or something there. Obviously this is a rug and a carpet or something. And part of the tree. Let's pull that down. Cheryl, hiya, how you doing? How's your day going so far? Right, so that's all of the Cloudbreeze ones. So we're going to move on to the Ravensburgers. Obviously we've done these. This is getting quite heavy, so we're getting risky putting any more on it. Because these, as I said, these boards, they're not exactly, don't worry, they're just, you know, look at that, they're just foam squishy board, just foam board. So we're careful how much we put on there. But let's put the boxes of 13, 14, 15 down, and then grab up the Ravensburger ones. So did you know today's show marks the 9-year anniversary since I started my channel? And you've been around for what, 8 of those? I'm doing okay, been busy working on a quilt binding and never near done crocheting. Oh, nice! A few of my friends who do quilting, I've seen them sewing the quilt binding and things. That is a lot of delicate work. One day I will. But time first. Right, so we're doing 13, 14 and 15 to catch up. What are you crocheting? Have you started the mittens or are you still spinning the yarn for that? Right. 13, we are doing Spain. We're doing Barcelona. And we're doing that. Yeah, the weekend I was super busy doing things, so I didn't do any streaming. So we are playing catch up again, which is about normal for me, let's face it. I never manage to do every single day, I physically can't. I have stuff to do, and more importantly, I get too worn out. So I have to take some days off. So we know by this point that it's the same edge every time. So let's see, after the weekend off, if I can remember which order the edge goes in, shall we? Still spinning the yarn for the mitts. I make hot pot pads. Oh, nice! I said Duncan I need to get around to making some more dishcloths and things. I made some dishcloths a long time ago, but I actually need new ones at this point. I mean, they've lasted an extremely long time, but I kind of commandeered them for my dye stations. And of course, once I've used them for my dye stuff, I can't use them for household stuff. So I need to make some new ones. Sorry, going off camera a bit, aren't I? I think the camera's moved because I thought last time I'd got it so that it didn't go off, and yet I have to go here, so it's a good chunk of mine off. So I think things have moved again. Not a surprise. I knock the camera a lot. That one's there. There you are. Wondering where that one was. That goes with... not that one. That goes on that one, which goes with that one. That one goes with that one, which goes with this one. This snowflake goes with this one. This goes with this one here. So that's up that way. Which means that one goes there. Where are you? There. That one's going there. Nope, that one's going there. Halfway. Had it in the right place in the first place. That one's up the top there. That one's the one that goes down here. Pretty sure that's that one
one on there, yep. Then that is that one there. That one is that one, yep. Then this is that one, which goes on there. Where are you apart? I already put you together. And that one goes there. There we go. Move these down so I can see them a bit better. So have you got much more of the yarn to spin for the mins? I'm hoping over the Christmas period to get time to do some spinning that I still haven't got done. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. And I might have news of another wool show. I thought I'd fully booked myself up. I'd done the 5 ones I wanted to apply for. But I got an email today about a potential new one. And if it goes ahead, if there's enough people interested, I will be doing another one slightly further north, in Newark, was it N-O-W-A-R-K? Was it that? Something like that it was, I can't quite remember now. So I will let people know as soon as I know. Don't know if that's right. That one is, so. That was right. What do you know? Good guess. Pure fluke. That one should not have took me so long to work out. But yeah, if the new one's about, then that's 6 shows next year, which is what my aim was. I wanted to do... Ideally, I wanted to do one every other month, but actually, 4 of the shows are actually in 9 weeks. So, I've got a show, then I got a 9-week break, then I've got a show, a week off a show, until the last one where I have a 10-week break between the 2 of them. But there we go. That one looks quite pretty, I think, doesn't it? So we're just going to pop it on the top of these ones because I haven't but I'm just going to slide the whole thing over. I don't want to pick it up while I'm putting more weight onto it because there's just too much weight on it already. So there's that one done. You have 6 more spindles to spin. Oh wow, so yeah, so you got a little while to go get then. Yeah, one, open up. There we go. I didn't look what one this one was. It's in China. Come on. Okay. So, day 14 is China. And we have Panda and the Great Wall of China, unsurprisingly. Alright, let's see. I know the last time I did this it didn't go great, but let's see if we can adjust this. How's that? Hopefully we won't keep going off stream again. I'm thinking my holder's fallen down slightly. It doesn't stay up very well. They seemed like such good ideas when I got them. And they weren't particularly cheap. But the more I've used them and manoeuvred them around, the more unstable they've become. I mean, one of them's actually barely holding on. We have to have it at a certain angle, otherwise the whole thing collapses. So I'm gonna have to get new ones at some point. But I don't know what to go with. There's no point until I move my stuff around. When I move my filming stuff upstairs and Duncan comes downstairs in the new year someone. Right, move them all out of the way. Don't know if you guys can see behind me, but I have my new YouTube shelf, which hopefully you can see. Should I go full camera? Will that help? Can you see my YouTube shelf? So we have my 2 neon lights, which aren't plugged in. They will be at some point, but they aren't right now. We've got my backgammon set I got from YouTube, my Lego brick, the poster, which arrived today, the clapperboard, the popcorn box for my Wicked, and the coaster from the Wicked one, 2 stickers, YouTube Creator stickers, and behind the poster is the lanyard. But I put the poster up today and forgot to move the lanyard. And then my little postcard for part thing. So that's my YouTube collection. That's all the freebies I've got from YouTube. So not bad for 9 years worth of work. They have started to recognise me and do some stuff. Can't really see the captions when I'm on full screen, can you? Gonna have to do something about that. So let's go back to that. Because they're black and it's dark here. But never mind. Right, so let's get back to doing this. That one's one of the top ones. That one there. That one's that way. That one's there. Not that one. It is there. Right, there you are. That's there. So that's that way. That's down there with that one. That is there with that one. That one's going there. That one's going there. That one's going there. That's going that way. That one is on here. This one is there. That is, where are you? Up here. So that's that there now. So we can put that one in. That one's on there. And goes there. That one's there. On you go. There. There we go. Didn't manage to on stream at all that time. Right. Let's try to grab out the panda. Pandas are so adorably dumb. Keep seeing TikToks of pandas doing cute panda things, but it's like they have no sense of survival. They roll off all these things and just do really, maybe not particularly safe things. It's quite funny, though they do love swinging. That one's going there. Not quite sure where it is. I think that's going to end up being down, possibly down here. Should we try that a minute? That seems to fit alright. So get this one here. Yes, there. Don't fall apart on me. See what I mean? I've never had such bad puzzles from Ravensburger. If this is the quality of their advent calendars, I won't be getting another one of their advents, which is a shame because I do really like their puzzles and I have quite a few of theirs. Whereas the Cloudbreeze one I've been really impressed with. It's stayed together really nicely. I'll have to check with Duncan what he thinks of his one when I eventually get to see it. That's that one there. Nope. Top. No, that's not right either. Oh, it's down there. That's why I didn't realise I hadn't finished one down there. Silly, silly. I can feel my wrist really going off. Don't know if I'm getting notifications about something or somebody is just a whole bunch of people are going live at the same time or something. It's really vibrating away. There we go. So that's the China one done. Pop that one on there and see what we got for day 15. Just going to see what these were. Oh, somebody spam liking my Instagram posts. I like that people like my posts and things. This is my jigsaw puzzle one. But do they have to spam like them all in quick succession? It's really annoying. Right, okay, who do we have? We have Switzerland, Matterhorn. So looks like we've got an arched bridge, a train, lovely mountain back, and I don't know, is it a ram? I'm not good with animals. What do you guys think? Right, apparently ads start in 4 minutes, so what I'm going to do is do this one, pause the ads, and we can run the ads once I finish this one, because that would be a good time to switch, because I'll be moving on to doing the craft stuff. It will, after the new year, once I've done all these, it will go back to puzzles being on my puzzle channel and craft stuff being on my craft channel. But I'm just streaming to both simultaneously on YouTube at the moment because it's much easier than starting and stopping streams to do the changeover, because it's all done on the same one on Twitch. So it's just no point in me doing 2 streams for Twitch. And I can run it all simultaneously, I might as well. And also, hopefully, it's giving some little advertisements to each channel. So you guys know to go and check my puzzle one. And the ones on my puzzle know to go and check my craft ones. And my puzzle channel is still very new. And actually doesn't have many followers at the moment. So I'd really appreciate if people popped over to that one. They are all linked in my description. I always link things in my descriptions, not descriptions, about me pile. They're also linked in my description, but they're always in my about me section on every social. Everything's interconnected. That way, out of the way. Keep holding this one. There it is. I knew I was holding it for a reason. Star. That one. one's going in there, which goes here. Don't fall apart on me, dude. That one's going up that way. That one's that way. That's that way. Where are you? You are up there with this one. You are down here with this one, which also puts this one here. Where are you? There. On there. That one's that way. That one's on there. There you are, up there. Nope. That one's not that one. That one is that one though, I'm sure of it. Yes. That one's that one. That one's that one. No? That one? I've done it right just now. There you go. And that one's that one. Silly me. There we go. Okay, a few more minutes before I think. So let's do the train. Possibly there. We'll soon find out, won't we? Goat's down here. Is it a goat? A ram, a goat, something like that, innit? Which is going there. That is not there. Okay, that's the mountain, so that's going up there. That goes with the mountain. But not that way. It goes that way. Which goes that way. That one goes there. There we go. This one in there. That connects in there. So we did get it in the right place. That is trees down here. That is the end of the train. That has that one there. That has that bit there. That one goes there. Nope. No. Do, 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 do. Up that way? That way. There we go. That one's there. 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 There, yep. One there. That one there. And that one there. There we go. There's Switzerland. That didn't take too long, did it? Okay. So, that is all the jigsaw puzzles caught up. So let's pop these out of the way. Put them to the side and we can fix them later. Move these down. So this is what we've got done already on these ornaments. Move this down here. This one's going to come here. Pop that out there. And I think we're going to need to switch to the bigger camera for this so you can see them. Because 14 and 15's there. And 13's there. They're actually all on that side. They're all in here. But we're going to go on a quick break. So I will be back in a second. Just seems like a good time to have a break. When we switch over to the crafty side of things. So I will see you all soon. Don't disappear, but do get yourself tea, meds, food, drinks, whatever you need. You take care. See you in a minute.
No, I don't think I hit you at all.
Oh.
1, 2,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 7. It's done. Oh, even one more. Should we count? There we go.
Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my You wish to know the title of my personage?
Yeah, got a futuristic rug.
Look at the patchwork sofa.
Oh,
want
the
that.
whimsical sofa.
I'm having the retro rug.
No, I want to open it. I can't pick it up. I will open it. Why won't you let me open it? Let me open you. Open, goddammit. Fine.
Oh, now you're back the other way. Oh great. Oh, bollocks. I don't wanna. Ah, damn it. It's painful. Why is this painful? Because I don't know what any of it is. I'm testimony part. I'm done for. You're done for. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to pronounce this testimony.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Come up, Star Fox.
I did play Star Fox. Oh, not very well.
Was that you or me?
I thought I was driving, but okay.
And having a little lurk. Hope you're enjoying your day and doing something fun yourself. Whether that's work or crafting. Or like me, crafting, which is work. And we can move them into there. Move that down there to move that one there. Where's there?
Well, it didn't even come up with the option 4-hour one.
Yeah. Hi guys, back. I was going to be a good girl and doing it myself a fruit pot, but I accidentally walked past the Snickers and ate Snickers instead. Nooks, how you doing? Yes, I've just finished doing 2 jigsaw advents, the Cloudberries glow in the dark jigsaw and the Ravensburger around the world jigsaw. Now we're about to do the colouring decorations jigsaw, which is technically a kiddie's jigsaw, but I don't care. I wanted to do a little fun colouring one, so we are. And after this, if we have time, I also have a colouring book, which is an advent colouring book. So each page is 1 a day, if that's, obviously. But we're playing catch up because I missed the weekend. So we're doing 13, 14 and 15 all today. So normally I'd already be on to this, but I had to do 6 puzzles instead of just the one, well, instead of the 2. So, first ornament, we have a Christmas tree and a reindeer joined together. That way. No, that way. That way. We're on that camera. We're not on the close-up one. I moved it, remember, to the bigger one. 14. Yes, I'm still opening them with the paintbrush because I can't open them. Because apparently something a child can open, I cannot. Okay, day 14 is a Christmas tree. And day 15 try to hide notifications coming through my thing. For anyone who doesn't know Nooks is part of the absolutely wonderful TYG crew. So you get to see them doing some TYG stuff. And we have a penguin. Pretty sure that's a penguin. But I don't believe you stream with your own channel, do you, Nooks? I think you just do the TYG stuff. Correct me if I'm wrong and I'll give you a shout out. But we will give the TYG crew a shout out. Meanwhile, Seribot is banning spam. Thank you, Seribot, for doing your job. Right. Well, you know, before we attempt to do the shout out, shall we give them a refresh? Because we all know how well they work. Right. Gotta see if I get this right the first time. 9 times out of 10 when I do the Treat Your Geek shout out, I spell it wrong and forget to do underscores and things. Let's see if we got it right this time, shall I? Why didn't you send? There we go. Haha, I got it right.
I'm partway there. I got it.
So this clip's the official Reddit in week
So,
1
I think
on
we've come
Sundays.
to a general
And this is Jay,
level of
JG Plays,
consensus on
and
that one.
Official Francine.
Yeah. So, Mash, could you please...
And Mash is the one who runs the wonderful lot. She is a very, very smart lady. She managed to wrangle everyone. And apparently my Twitch has just welcomed me to my own chat room. I didn't go anywhere, dude. Don't know what's going on there. But if you haven't checked out Treat Your Geek yet, please do. They are absolutely an amazing group of people. They're disabled, neurodivergent, LGBTQ friendly. Just, you know, all the wonderful people. Right, so we had the reindeer first, then the tree, then the penguin, didn't we? So should we paint them that way? Let's go back to the close-up. My very messy board at this point, but I'm not getting a clean one because we're just going to make the next one messy. So let's... Should we do the green? Do I do the green first or do the brown first? Let's do the green first. Let's do the tree. If I can open it. What a surprise. I'm struggling to open the paint. You know, the child paint. There we go. If you did notice, I've actually washed them again. I did remember. I mean, admittedly, it was just before stream. But I did remember to do it. So, you know, that's a bonus. So, for those on my craft YouTube channel, so anything you'd like to see in the new year, craft-wise, and those on my jigsaw, puzzle, and game channels, anything you'd like to see in the new year, and those on Twitch, anything you want to see in the new year for games, jigsaw, puzzles, or crafts. I've been tempted to take my craft channel back to just tutorials, and then these lives, because I don't really do enough quantity of crafts to do like a weekly or monthly craft update of what I've done, because a lot of my projects are bigger projects, so they take months to do. So I've been tempted just to go back to doing tutorials and then live sharing what I've been working on just on the lives or something. Because my channel started off as just tutorials, and that's how it grew. And then before COVID, but mainly during COVID, I started doing a lot of craft and chats. But since I stopped using acrylic yarn and use more hand-dyed, more expensive yarns, I don't tend to do as much knit and crochet, and my hands just can't cope with it nowadays. I can't knit and crochet for the quantity that I used to. Used to do it all day every day, and I can't do that anymore. So I think if I go back to just doing tutorials and then the odd catch up video if I've got something really cool to show you, might be the best bet. And obviously there's 6 wool shows I'm doing next year, so of course naturally I will have videos of each of the wool shows, set up, give an update, show you what I bought from each wool show, because we all know I'm gonna buy stuff on the shows. Let's face it, we know there's no way I'm not buying stuff from the shows. So yeah, I'll do those sort of things. But I think then I'm just going to start doing tutorials that are for my patterns. My free patterns, the tutorials will just be available to everyone. My paid patterns, they will be, the tutorial videos for those will be for members only. As a members only perk. But all of my free patterns will also be on my blog website, so you'll still be able to get them from there. But I want to start doing some members only videos for my patterns, because a lot of work goes into the patterns and the tutorial videos for the patterns. And as much as I'd love to do everything for free, time is money, and this is my income, so I kind of have to start being less giveaway and actually start charging for some of it. But there will be both all of my sock patterns, there'll be my shawls and my cowls, there'll be parasol patterns, there's tunics and tops, skirts, amigurumi, there'll be knit, crochet, Tunisian, kumihimo, there'll be bead weaving as well as normal weaving, there'll be spinning. There's gonna be lots. I have a lot planned. So my 10th year on YouTube, I really want to start whacking out some stuff. So after these last 9 years, it's time I started really putting more effort into my channel, because I know how much I've let some of you down over these last few years with my ill health, and I just haven't been able to do as much as I originally planned with it. And I know you guys don't mind. You're always so wonderful and supportive, but I still feel bad. And my puzzle and games channel, I'm going to start doing some jigsaw puzzles that are much bigger and will take longer to do, so they'll be done over multiple live sessions. So the shorter ones, the 500 piece and 1,000 piece ones, will be time-lapse videos, but the 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 up to the 9,000 pieces, they will be live videos that I spend many months working on, hopefully to encourage some of you to come back and actually watch and chat and see me every week. Open up this brown so we can do the trunk of the tree here. As much as I enjoy doing all of this stuff, and quite frankly, I'd still do it if I had no viewers. It would be nice to actually have some people to talk to regularly and check in and see how everyone's doing. Maybe make the Discord a little more active. At the moment, the most active thing on there is actually Wordle. Several of us play the daily Wordle. Right. Let's see how brown this brown is going to look for the reindeer, shall we? Need a lot more water because it's just absorbing in. The reindeer's wearing some kind of collar. I'm going to assume it's a collar with a bow and do the circular thing that's on it with yellow. I think that's probably a pretty good call. So tomorrow will be It Takes Two with Duncan. So with lunchtime-ish, we will be live doing our advents. And then in the evening from about 6 o'clock, we will play It Takes Two again. I don't know how far through we are because I've not actually looked up in advance the game, because I've watched people play, but I've never watched the whole run through because I don't want any surprise. I do want surprises. I don't want any spoilers. That's the word I was looking for. Of the gameplay in its totality. So when it ends, I don't know when it's going to end. It's going to be nice just to get the surprise when it does, you know. But I think I'm getting slightly better at playing. I died a bit less, I think, and didn't take so long to get tasks done last week. So we're getting there, slowly but surely, you know. So I'm gonna give him a red nose, but just painting it over brown for the minute. Okay, I want to lighten up his antlers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a tiny bit of the colour I've been using for skin on, because that actually worked better than the white last time. Not much of it, just a little bit to lighten the colour without making it go too blimmin' pink, because adding white showed how much pink was in this brown, or how much red was in this brown, which I didn't like. I'm not sure that was enough. It still looked very similar to the reindeer, but that doesn't matter. Might dry slightly different. We will see. But I'm going to go back over the reindeer's head anyway, because it's a little too light coloured. I want a darker reindeer. Again, this has got the annoying background bits on it. See if I can open up this brown. So what's everyone having for breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever it is you're currently having? I don't actually know what we're having for dinner tonight. I'm sure Duncan probably told me what we are having, but as I said, I haven't been feeling very good because I overdid things yesterday. So the brain has not been braining. What's new there? This may be a little too much brown, but never mind. Makes the antlers stand out a bit better, so that's good. There we go. What do you think? You see that? It's the only problem when I zoom out so you can see the puzzles. It gets harder to see the objects we're painting. Maybe what I should do is adjust the camera in between each one. And zoom in a little bit more for you guys to see the painting. What do we reckon? Should we try? Nope, that's the wrong way. We want to go that way. Let's try there. Sorry about the blurriness, guys. It will be fixed in a second when I turn the secondary part of the focus. How's that? Does that look reasonably focused? Same focus. Should I scoot closer to my screen and have a look, shall we? Looks reasonably focused my end. How does it look for you guys? You're going out to eat tonight. Ooh, going anywhere nice? We went to go to Cosmos yesterday after going to the Lego thing, which is an all-you-can-eat around the world type buffet thing. But because it was a last-minute decision, it was actually going to be a 30-minute wait, and you could only stay there for an hour because they were so busy. But as I didn't know what food was there, because we'd never been before, it's going to take me more than an hour to be able to walk around it, see what food there is, pick what food I want, get back to the table and eat it. Because I'm a slow walker and a slow eater, and an hour just wasn't going to cut it. I'd need more like hour and a half. So we're going to try on a different day when it's hopefully not as busy, you know. Local pace, not fancy. Hey, nothing. It doesn't have to be fancy. Eating out is just good. I don't even remember the last time I ate out at somewhere fancy. Got to be careful now because I've zoomed in more. Got to remember where the camera is. Let me know if I go off a camera. Yeah. Actually, while I'm here, I might as well do a tiny bit of pink on his cheeks here for a blush. So that the penguin's got some blushy cheeks. Don't know why I got so much pink out. Should I do a second bauble pink as I got so much out? Because I'm clever like that. Because there's 4, it's going to be annoying because it means one of them is next to the pink. There was no way I was going to not have 2 colours next to each other if I only do 2 colours on it. But never mind. Unless I do all pink. Should I do all pink? My theme is pink and green. I'll do all pink baubles. Much to somebody's horror, I'm sure. I want to do thicker layer because my unsteady hand got green on the baubles, so I've got to do a thick enough layer to cover it. I think I've added a little too much water to it. So let's open the pink up again. I'm just going to turn a bit more of it. Suddenly had some beeping and I wondered what the hell it was, and I remembered I've got Duncan quietly on in the background so my headphones don't turn off. I'm pretty sure it's his game, because Duncan as usual has already finished his advents and is now playing Dave the Diver, I'm assuming. It's low enough that I actually can't hear him most of the time unless you get a loud beep like that. It's just purely to stop my headphones turning off. There we go. Pink baubles, what are we reckon? We still haven't got our Christmas lights up. We were so busy out this weekend we just didn't have time. I didn't actually show you what I got from the Lego event. I'll show you once I've finished painting all these. I don't want to get paint all over the Lego. Right. Okay, so we were going to do yellow for the thing on the reindeer's collar, weren't we? Oop. Again, I don't want to dilute this too much really because we want it to really pop out. I have to be careful because, of course, this chalky plaster Paris stuff likes to absorb all of the paint. So we have to do several layers. There we go. What colour should we do the little collar for it though? Don't think I want to do pink and match the tree. I think that's a bit too much. Should we do red to match the nose I'm about to give him? That ties in a bit red to it then, doesn't it? If I can open the red. Yeah, Mum. Open sesame without breaking my nails, please. Owie. God, I'm such a weakling. It's ridiculous. These are designed for children. See if that's enough red. Let's start with the nose. Get a very red nose. The unnamed red-nosed reindeer, because I do not want to get copyright dinged if I use the proper one, because apparently if you use the proper name you will get done. Somebody on YouTube did a couple of years ago, and I don't want to get done. Okay, this is almost done. Then we'll move on to the next one, which will be more green because it's the tree, but yellow stars. Too much water and now the red is flooding it. Come back here. Stop. Stop. There we go. Yeah, the problem, just use another brush to absorb it up. There. We do need a little bit of black for his eyes though, don't we? Oh my god. Close. Why I just picked up this one when the one I was holding also had the black on it. God, give me a brain. I'd be half dangerous. Just paint his eyes. There we go. Oop, I have to get so close because we zoomed in. What do we think? Can't see his eyes because I made him too dark. But never mind. You can see him in this light, just not on camera. And if you notice, it does have the hole all the way through. So this one Duncan isn't going to have to drill, which is nice. So, that's that one. Whereas this tree doesn't have the hole all the way through, so Duncan's going to have to drill that one out. As per normal. I'm actually trying to remember what parts of a penguin are black. Is the face and belly white and just the outside edge black? So I'm thinking, well, I've got the black here open. I might as well do the black on the penguin, hadn't I? Yeah, I'm sure it's got a white belly and face and a black body on a penguin, isn't it? God, should know that. I'm an adult, for God's sake. But that's what we're going to go with. I need to get some more black. I think the black's one of the ones that's a little more dried up, a little more stodgy, lumpy. Some of the colours are lumpy and some not so much. What kind of feet do penguins have? Anyone remember? I sure as hell don't. I never really watched Pengu. Not something my boys were into. Thank God, because I think it would have annoyed the hell out of me. It was bad enough Mally's obsession with In the Night Garden. And Rita's obsession with, what was it called? Tweenies. And the Shiny Show. Kurt had a reasonably good obsession. Pokemon. Pokemon was Kurt's hyperfixation. And even now, at 28, he still plays Pokemon. which is nice because we actually play Pokemon Go together. If I still had my DS and things, we were going to play Pokemon, what do you call it? Is it Silver? I don't know. X and Y? I don't know. He asked me if I had them, but I didn't because I didn't have the DS anymore. I'd sold it on. But of course, Kurt is the reason I have Warhammer models. And at one point I did have Magic the Gathering cards. Well, technically I still have them, but I just don't have time to play them. And I sold my commander from one of my decks because he was worth money and I wasn't using him. Ironically, I used the money from it for store credit to get Disney Lorcana cards, and then never played the Disney Lorcana cards either. I have all these high plans, but you know, life gets in the way and I don't have time. And I'm off camera again. God. I need to put a redeem in saying you're off camera. Only problem when I set it all up, I set it within a range so that I can stay in camera, and then I move the camera by focusing in more. Sorry if I focus in left, because if I'm further out then I'm definitely still on camera, but when I focus further in, I 9 times out of 10 end up off camera. Because even in this small place I have no sense of direction or distance or any of that stuff. Yeah, this is looking right, so I think we definitely chose the correct order to do the penguin colours in. I think when I get to my 10-year anniversary on YouTube next year, I might do a giveaway of some of my hand-dyed yarn or something, or one of my craft kits, of which by that point should be many. I have a whole bunch planned. It's just getting them all sorted. There's only so many hours in the day, isn't there? And my brain always comes up with loads of really cool ideas, but it doesn't compute the hours it's going to take to do all those ideas. Penguins have orange or yellow feet? I might have to look up a picture of a blooming penguin and have a look. I ain't got a clue. I think that looks pretty good though, doesn't it? If I can just get in there, not making too much of a mess. Just get that bit there. There we go. Right. While that black dries. Of course, using black, I've made my water filthy now. You know what? I think I'm going to go on a very, very quick BRB. I'm not even going to put an ad on or anything. I'm literally just going to go and change this water. So I'll be back in 2 seconds.
I'm testimony part. I'm done for. You're done for. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to pronounce this testimony.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Come up, Star Fox.
I did play Star Fox. Oh, not very well.
Was that you or me?
I thought I was driving, but okay.
And having a little lurk. Hope you're enjoying your day and doing something fun yourself. Whether that's work or crafting. Or like me, crafting, which is work. And we can move them into there. That down there to move that one there. Where's there? I'm back with nice, clean, fresh water. Yeah, the penguin doesn't look too bad. Oh, I forgot to look up what colour feet it had. Let me do that quickly. Oh. Give me a brain, and I'd be dangerous. Looks like orange, yellow. Oh, some of them have black feet. Okay, so cuddly toys have yellow to match their beak. That one has black feet though. Well, that one has. Okay, so they have black or yellow. We're gonna go with yellow, okay? we're just gonna wing it. We're gonna go with yellow. I think yellow will look better, don't you? But what I might do is mix a tad bit of the orange in with the yellow to give it less of a bright star yellow. You know? Let's do that. Don't do a me. Wash your brushes in between dipping them into different paints. I'm not, because I don't care. Give that a little mix. And that was way too much orange for that amount of yellow. Never mind. And that orange was a little more powerful than I anticipated. But actually, I don't think it looks too bad. So we're going to go with it anyway. As we're apparently doing the penguin instead of the tree now. So we're doing them out of order. But never mind, it don't matter. It's mine, so I can do what I want. There will be another Warhammer video out on Wednesday. It should have gone out last Wednesday, but I forgot, so it didn't go out. So I'm going to edit it and schedule it up onto YouTube tomorrow, so that it go live on Wednesday. So sorry for anyone who's been waiting to see what these last month was. It's got a giant ass fin here. Flipper. Come in, flip up. I don't know. whatever it is, it's giant ass for some reason. So I may not have made enough of the colour, but as long as the top bit looks like, I don't really care. There, see, that looks like. And let's just make the beak the same colour, but it's only a tiny little beak, so don't need much. I think. Should have done the black eyes. Shall we just use this one? Tiny bit more. There. What colour scarf should we give it? Should we give it blue? I know we did a lot of blue on that lantern, but we don't have much blue used. It's just really on the lantern and a couple of Christmas lights. And yes, I didn't wash my brush in between. I don't care. You tell I'm in a, what do you call it, mood. Don't give a damn mood today. Which is how I go when my pain levels get too high. And my body's just like, I don't care about anything. You were naughty. You did too much and now I'm going to make you pay for it. But it was worth it. I had a wonderful time Christmas shopping at the Christmas markets and a wonderful time at the I keep calling it a Lego event, but it wasn't technically. It was just Mally, hiya, how you doing? Funny enough, I didn't think I needed to look up to see who did that. How you doing? We are catching up on the Advents again because I didn't do any at the weekend. So technically we're on today's Advent because I skipped over the tree to finish the penguin because I'd used black on the last one. And I figured I might as well use black on the penguin while I'm here, you know. But how's your day been? You okay? Cool. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm recovering from doing too much at the weekend because I'm an idiot. But I enjoyed it, so I don't care. I was going to show you what I got from the weekend, but I just want to finish the painting first. So there we go. Here's the penguin. He's cute. I haven't done the white, but I got the water day, and I'll do the white next time. I've still got to do the white on this Santa from last time. I haven't painted over that yet, so I'll do all that in one go. But this is the reindeer we've already done today, reindeer and tree. And now we're going to do the tree. Yeah, I had a really good time. Yeah, we did Christmas fair at local, went and visited Christmas fair at a local tabletop tavern. So the local board game group, board game cafe thing. It's not really a cafe, it's a tavern, it sells alcohol. But you know, and then that was on Saturday, and then Sunday we went to the brick festival in Southampton and bought myself some lovely Lego to treat myself. And they will be done on live streams at some point when I have time. And when I have the space. Right. Going to paint these. So the penguin also doesn't have its hull. That's going to have to be drilled in. So only 1 out of the 3 for the day had holes in it. That's about typical. So this technically does have some striped lines indented in to I guess to mark as tinsel or something, but I'm just going to paint over the whole thing and then I'll add on after. It's also got some indented stars. I don't know if you can see that, but again, I'm just going to paint over the whole thing and then I'll just paint thick yellow over the top because I don't care. Stop absorbing all the moisture, dude. We're getting this done. This is all nice. We're catching up in it. Obviously, I am still far behind on the colouring pages. And I never expected to get all the colouring pages done on time anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. That was just kind of a backup if I finished everything else early. But I will finish them on stream between Christmas and the New Year, depending on what days I can stream. Pretty sure my oldest is working Christmas Day. I know I need to go up to my in-laws to do present exchange at some point on Christmas Day. But I think we're literally popping up, doing present exchange. So maybe stay for an hour and then leaving. And then I think that's the only thing. And my mother's, I'll go for a little bit on Boxing Day to my mum for the buffet thing. But then as it gets later into night and the smoking and the drinking starts, I'll come home because I don't tend to stick around for that stuff. Not my vibe. But I'll go early and hopefully be able to play some games with my mum because she enjoys playing games, but the rest of them don't really like playing games. So she doesn't really get to play any when they're all there. And I'm pretty sure my youngest is actually working in the evening on Boxing Day. So he'll want to go early anyway. How's everyone else's plans for Christmas? You got good times planned? Or not doing anything? Do you celebrate it? I don't actually celebrate Christmas, so I just do the the stuff you have to do for visiting family over Christmas. I don't actually celebrate Christmas itself. I celebrate on the 21st, the winter solstice. So we will have our little family get together with my boys on the 21st. They all have the 21st off work so that we can do stuff together. See, common sense would have been to paint both of the trees at the same time, and then I wouldn't have had to keep changing water and things, but that would require brain power, of which apparently I have none. No plans? Oh, so nice and relaxing then. I don't know if there's going to be anyone streaming on Christmas Day. Obviously I might, but if not, I might want to watch some people, so I'll have to have a look and see. No, let's do I want... No, I'm going to leave the trunk until after and knock out these yellow. Get these stars done, because I think that's the best bet. And that should do. Feel free to give yourself a shout out, Mally. They should be working because I've already done a shout out for Treat Your Geek today. anyone doesn't know, Mally is an awesome streamer who does some really cool retro stuff and has an amazing website he's built. Did it work? I didn't hear anything come up. I've done a shout out today. It worked earlier, but I didn't hear anything come up. Did it come up, Mally, the clip? Because it worked earlier. If it's not working again, I'm going to get really annoyed. I shouldn't have to refresh it every single time I do a shout out. No clip. Okay. Let's refresh again. How annoying. Because the jump scare worked for definite. It's odd you never refresh it. Yeah, and I don't know many other people that have a problem. Duncan has the same problem as me, so I'm guessing it's probably user error because I helped him set up his. So I need to have a look and see what I've done wrong. Oh my god! This is some memories. I used to have the mat on the floor that you plugged in and you danced on. It was so much fun. I was still doing it just before I got sick, and then I stopped doing it when I got sick back in 2003. You got 2 of them. Nice! It was so much fun.
Weird. And my trousers all down.
You're quite good at it. But yeah, that's a hell of a workout, isn't it? Andy, hiya, how you doing? I can't believe I missed that stream. This problem is I have all these notifications come through that I end up not paying attention to them when they come through, and then suddenly realise it's been 2 hours and I've missed whoever streamed. That's what happens when you follow too many people. Can't keep track of it all. Right. Some of these yellows sunk quite nicely into the stars, but some of them still a little green, and some smudged out. But I don't care. They could be lights and they're just blurring out, you know? There we go. How'll that look? I know the green is very textured, should we say? Let's be generous. Very textured. But actually I didn't want, because the last one I done was quite a solid green, so I wanted a more textured green this time. Just to break them up a little, you know? Right. You want some brown, but what I might do, see what colour I can make with the leftover paint here. There we go. Give me a different brown that's not the same, and means we don't waste the paint that's there. I did see you comment just then, Andy. I will read it in a second. How's that? Okay, so today's ones are... That was day 12. That was day... No, that was day 13. That was day 14. And this was today's day 15. But I've done them all today because I got behind. They're not too bad. And if we add them onto here, we can see... We might have to go to the bigger camera because I zoomed in, didn't I? There we go. So these are the ones we've got done so far. So they're fun. I think that more of them than not need the holes drilling because I didn't go all the way through, but that don't matter. But I think that was good fun. So let's just pop this away. Then I will read Andy's message. And before I grab out my colouring book, I will share the Lego I bought. So what did Andy say? Did you see that Holly made 2k subs on YouTube? No, I didn't. Oh, that's amazing. Awesome. Is that on her sounds channel? The background sounds channel? Because I know she has 2 channels, doesn't she? Yeah, it is. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, well done, Holly. And Mache has joined the Discord. What, my one? Or Holly's one? I'm being real professional now, looking at the Discord. Yeah, on my one. Yay, let's wave hello to Mache. Mash Ashe. I'm sorry, Mash. I always get your name wrong. I don't even know if she's here to listen. But I know it's Mash Ashe. But I find that thing. Normally I just refer to you as Mash when I'm talking about you. Oh, we've just gone into ads. Okay, I'm going to go BRB in case anyone can't see me while I grab the Lego.
You wish to know the title of my personage?
Yeah, got a futuristic rug.
Look at the patchwork sofa.
Oh,
want
the
that.
whimsical sofa.
I'm having the retro rug. No, I want to open it. I gotta pick it up. I will open it. Why won't you let me open it? Let me open you. Open, goddammit. Fine. Oh, now you move back the other way. Oh, great. Oh, bollocks. I don't wanna. Ah, damn it. It's painful. Why is this painful? Because I don't know what any of it is. I'm testimony part. I'm done for. You're done for. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to pronounce this testimony.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Go up, Star Fox.
I did play Star Fox. Oh, not very well.
Was that you or me?
I thought I was driving, but okay.
And having a little lurk. Hope you're enjoying your day and doing something fun yourself. Whether that's work or crafting. Or like me, crafting, which is work. And we can move them into there. That down there to move that one there. Where's there?
Well, it didn't even come up with the option for R1.
Yeah.
There. I'll move out your way. Oh! So close.
Hey guys, I'm back. I'm just looking. The settings you're saying, Mally, is that in my OBS? Okay. Shutdown source not visible. So I found it. So should I have that ticked? Refresh browser when seam comes out. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, so I'll tick that then. But should I tick shutdown source when not visible? Or leave that up? Alright, I'm gonna try that. Refresh browser is now ticked. Let's hope. Let's see if hopefully that'll work. We'll see. So you were saying, Andy, you don't pronounce it. Don't blame you. Right, okay. So as I was saying, I was going to share my Lego that I got yesterday. So this is the Everyone is Awesome Lego set, which I thought was really, really pretty. Which has, let's say how many pieces? Turn it around that way. 346 pieces. So I'm going to look forward to building that. I think that's going to be awesome. And then I have this one, which is the Disney 100 tribute camera, which has 811 pieces. This has been on my list to get for a while, so I was so happy when I saw it there. So yeah, they're the two that I got when I was at the Lego show. Just gonna pop them down there out of the way. And this one I don't think I actually showed you. When I went to London for my Wicked event, because of my anxiety, Duncan got me a gift for being such a good girl and actually going and coping with it, which was a Lego poinsettia. So this one is the first one I'll build over the Christmas period, and then we'll see if we've got time to do the others. And this one has 1,300, no, that's the code. It has 608 pieces. So poinsettias is one of my favourite flowers, so really looking forward to building that as well. Do love my Lego. And I know I did the box opening on day one of the advents because that's when they arrived, but for those who didn't catch it, these are my awesome books that I won on Mash's charity thing. I actually won one, but she sent me more, bless her, because she's lovely. And these ones are Masha's own books. She wrote these, and this is, I believe, a collaboration of all the TYG people who write. So awesome books. Duncan has actually stolen the books off me on Kindle. He's reading them as well now because I raved about them so much, so he's now reading them. So if you haven't checked out Ash's books, totally do. There is a sequel to this one. This is book one of Light and Mirror. This is the prelude. There is another one which is The Guard's Request, which is the newest one out, which I have on Kindle but I don't have in physical form. But I do recommend checking them out because they're amazing. Right, let's get back to Advent. So we have the Advent colouring page. And of course we missed some. So we finished off here doing day 10. Day 11 was this one, but we ran out of time to do it on day 11 because I wasn't feeling very well and had to go. Day 12 we should have done this one, which of course didn't have time. Day 13 we should have done this one, which again I didn't stream, so we didn't get them done, so I will do that soon. Day 14 is a nice little simple picture, and again we will catch up with that at some point. But today is day 15, so we're going to jump ahead and we are going to do day 15, which is a snowman with Christmas trees and bells and things like that around it. I'm going to stick to using my Arteza pencils because those ones haven't broken on me. I don't know how much longer we're streaming for. I don't know what Duncan doesn't look like showing any sign of stopping for the minute, so we should get some done. I don't know when he's doing any. I'd do a shout out for Holly and that if I could, but not in chat, it won't pop up, which means I'd have to remember how to spell it, and well, quite frankly, I'm not going to be able to. But it is Imaginary Holly and Mashashe. But if you go to my homepage, about page, whatever, Holly is linked on there, and so is Treat Your Geek and all that. I can't remember if Mash is linked on there or not, but she'll be on the TYG one if you don't have her on that. So you'll be able to get to her that way. Right, let's pull all these colours so we can see what we got. Okay, so we're not going to need to do too much of the snowman, but should we do his nose first? Let's pull these ones over. Oh, that one's rolled out of there. What oranges have I got? Try that one. Let's try this one, which literally is just called orange. Now, where did I stick my pencil sharpener? There! Oh, come here! Stop running away. I just need to empty it. One day I'll empty it before stream, but that would be a miracle, I think. You're looking forward to tomorrow night? Have you told me what's on tomorrow night and I've forgotten? Or have you not said so yet, Andy? If you have told me and I've forgotten, I'm really sorry. You're off to see the Stereophonics. Ooh, have a good time. Do you have to travel far, or is it close to you? Yeah, nice bright orange carrot nose. Not exactly inventive, but you know, why change what works? Right. Do we have slightly darker? We don't really have a darker one. I wonder what colour this will come out. Just want to try to give a little bit of colour depth. Don't want to change the orange, but just give a little bit of something different in it, you know? Just like a shadowing for the underside. Should have checked if I had a dark orange before I chose this orange. Don't know how well you can see that on camera, but there is a little bit. And what I might do is grab one of the greys, without throwing it around, and see if that'll give me some colour. Don't know how well you guys can see that, but it has gave a little more depth to the colouring page. Not sure if you can see that at all, but it is there in real life. It's subtle, but it's there. I want to use this orange elsewhere just to tie it in. Let's Should we give some orange up here? I always try to use the colour elsewhere, not just in one place, because then it kind of draws you around the image. Don't always remember, but I try to. Do it on this one too. These really are quite nice pencils, but don't plan on replacing them when I've got rid of them, because I still have other sets to use up. I've still got my Inktense ones and my Faber-Castell ones. Still got more of my Castle Art ones, but obviously they were breaking. There's another set in there, and I can't remember what they are now. But okay. So that just puts the orange in a couple of other places, you know. It's close by, is it? Oh, that's brilliant. At least you don't have to travel too far then. What colour hat do we want to give the snowman? We can do a stripy one. So what do we reckon? Anyone got any favourite colours for a stripy hat? And look, there's Mash. Got you on my telly, so I can't chat, but I hope you've had a lovely stream. And these shown I can see I can help off stream if you want. Ah, thank you, Mash. Sorry, I missed. I'm so used to that one not getting any comments on it, I forget to look. Because my Puzzle Engage one is very, very small channel, and so I forget to look over there for chat. So sorry, Mash. But hello, hope you're well. I don't know if you saw, but I was just showing people your books. Right, as you're there, I should be able to spell your name. So I'm copying here. Say no matches. I've got it right. We'll try it. We'll see what happens, shall we? I don't know if your Twitch name is just Smash Ashley or if it's got anything else with it.
Oh.
Ah, yes, there we go.
How many is there?
A lot.
A lot, Mash. A lot.
I still can't believe you cut your hair on
Alright,
stream.
Precious,
It was so much fun, that stream. Awesome. The nose looks yummy. Ah, thank you, Cheryl. Yeah, I think you can sort of see the shadowing I've done on it, can't you? But it's a nice orange, actually. I quite like that orange. No recommendations for a hat, so let's go with, let's do a blue, maybe this blue. Oh no, I quite like this blue, a sky blue. And blue and what? I don't want to leave it just white because obviously the snowman's quite white, so tempted with purple. My brain keeps saying purple. Should we go with a purple? So I'm going with a light blue. Should we go with a dark purple? Maybe eggplant? Should we try that? Eggplant purple? Looks like a colour I haven't used before, actually, so we'll see what that one's like. Whereas this blue I definitely have used before. We'll still give it a sharpen though. If this one is sharpened. Oh, he snapped. I haven't even used this one yet. Why'd you snap? Now I've got to get the pencil lead wedged out. There we go. Should we try that again? And it's just crumbling. I've not even used you. Why are you breaking? And why are you crumbling all out there when I've got the lid on you? It's literally just crumbling. Don't know if you can see that. That's okay. We can't use that. I don't know why. All the rest have been alright. Obviously, we had this problem with my castle arts, which is why we switched. But these are not as old as the castle art ones, so they should have been alright. Alright, so let's try this one. I've not used either yet. What colour is this one? It says burgundy. We'll give it a go. Oh, that's still got a wedge of the damn purple in it. My sharpener. There we go. But I refuse to buy new coloured pencils until I've used up all the ones I got. That was my rule for this year, was not to buy anything. And that one's just snapped too. See, the universe is trying to tell me I'm not allowed to use purple. I want purple, dude. Stop being mean. Give me a purple. Wise to the word to the wise people, don't buy so many coloured pencils you can't get through them without a reasonable time, because otherwise they start crumbling on you. This is a problem. I see something pretty with lots of colours and I'm like, ooh, impulse buy. Nope, and it's just crumbled again. I thought we were alright then. I almost had a sharp point. Okay, so shall we not do purple then? Let's do... Should we try green? Let's try this green. What's this one? Basil green. That one's almost got a point, so we don't have to sharpen that too much. So let's go with blue and green. See how we get. If I had more time, I'd put a needle crochet texture in these colouring, but I never have time, so we're not gonna. We can just pretend it's there, and maybe once I've caught up with everything, I'll go back and give it a texture. Wouldn't take much to give it a needle crochet texture. If I do a stocking knit texture, I just need to put a bunch of little V's in it. Oh, sorry, hiccups. I don't know if I said, but I've now got a stand for my 32-inch rigid heedle loom. So once I've got the yarn, because I need to get some yarn for it, or buy the correct size heddles, because I've got heddles for lace weight yarn and for DK weight yarn, but I only have 4-ply yarn in my personal stock right now. But once I've got either the yarn or the heddles for it, I will be doing some more weaving on my channel. I will do the basic breakdown of a rigid heddle weevil loom, weaving loom and how that works and how you set it up and all that, and the different types of warping techniques and the different kind of stitch techniques you can do on it, and then just some little shorts of me making projects and things, and I'm going to be doing the same with my spinning wheel and with mixing and blending yarn, fibre to spin. I have a blending board that Duncan made me, but I need a way to have it stay still on camera, so we've got to work that out, and then I'll be able to do some blending videos as well. Now, obviously most of my fibre is hand dyed because I dye it all to sell, but I will have some that I will dye up specifically to use in blending so that I can create my custom blend colours. And I have some old fibre from it was Wing and War, I bought it, that I can blend up to spin as well, that's pre-dyed. But I do have coming at some point soon some linen fibre and some cotton fibre, which I am going to test spinning. I couldn't get the one that I plan on actually dyeing of the linen fibre. They didn't have the bleached linen in stock, but one of my friends is actually looking for natural flax linen fibre to spin and make bowstrings with, so we've gone halves on some of the natural coloured ones, which I can still dye, it's just going to give a more muted colour, so I'll do that. I think, oh, it looks like a watermelon. Oops, did not think that one through, did we? Oh well, never mind, the snowman has a watermelon for a hat. It don't matter. Yeah, the sky blue is looking quite different on my channel, on my screens, and it's looking much greener than it looks here. I need to check the settings on my monitors because all of them, the colours seem to always be quite off, more to one shade. I'm not explaining it very well. Like this orange for the thing, it looks much more vibrant on screen than it is. It's still a very vibrant orange, don't get me wrong, it is very vibrant, but it's a more muted bright colour. That makes no sense. It does to me, I know what I mean. Look at me, professional yarn dyeing, and I still can't say colours correctly. Oh well, never mind, you lot don't care. When I put photos up online for my yarn, I always take great care in trying to make sure those colours appear correct. I check on not just my computer screens, but on my phone screen and my tablet screen and Duncan's screens and all that to make sure that they're all correct. So that when you get my yarn, if you're ordering online, you actually get the colour you're expecting, or as close to it as I can do, because obviously I don't know what colour your monitors are showing. I do need to get some more alpaca and bamboo and merino fibres to dye up, but I only have so much money for my business, and I had to get some yarns that I'm low on, which meant I didn't have enough money to get all of the fibre I needed, because even though it's wholesale, you have to buy a set amount of everything, so it still comes to quite a large amount of money when I put my orders in. Though now I'll be doing 6 wool shows next year instead of the 5, as I've got an extra one, hopefully, touch wood, coming through. I might actually need the extra yarn, and so I might need to put another order in partway through the year, because I tried to get everything in one go, or at least 2 sessions this time round, because they were out of stock for a lot of my yarns after the last wool show, which is why there was no advent calendar this year. But if I can buy as much of it in one go, I can pre-dye everything up before the shows and then only have to do replacements if I sell all of that colour. I tend to dye them up in batches of 5 per colour, and then if I get down to only 2 or less, then I re-dye that batch. It's just if I replace it one at a time, then if someone buys 2, the dye lots would be different, which we don't want. But I also can't replace 5 every time someone buys 1. So I figure if we get down to 2, because if someone's going to buy them, usually they'd buy 2 of the same colour, unless it's a one skein project. So then I replaced the 5. I know I should really do 6 of each, but they come in packs of 10, so it just makes more sense to do 5 and what you call it, do half a pack per colour. Eventually I'll do 10 per colour, but I do a large amount of colours, and so I can't afford to do 10 of every one at the moment, because I do the entire rainbow in neon. In fact, green actually has 2 neon greens, but I'm going to drop one of them this next year. I found one that I like better than the first one I had, so we're going to do that. I'm going to do this one, this colour, and the one outside of it, blue. I'm hoping to be able to film some of my yarn dyeing in the new year, but it's just finding space to set up. But as we're trying to get set up for Duncan to film his woodwork, because of course he makes all my crochet hooks and things and yarn bowls and things like that, for me to sell, we want to start filming him making them, so hopefully we can sort out a setup that can just turn the cameras around to film my stuff and turn them back to film his stuff, because he's got a section of the garage full of all of his woodworking tools. I've got a section of the garage filled with my yarn dyeing tools, and then the remaining section has got the American fridge freezer and the chest freezer in it. So it's a very full garage. It's also got the washing machine and tumble dryer in it and a sink, which is why I dye out there, because I can use the sink out there. Anyway, what do we think? Other than the fact that someone's wearing a watermelon, what do we reckon? Right, where do we want to use these two? I don't want to use this green for the trees. It's not quite the colour I want for the trees. Should we do stripe here? Do these ones here. Down here. I'm trying to see all of these baubles. Can we spot any more of them? I think that might be all of them. So let's switch to this and do this. Let's do the stripe in these sweets. And there's a lot more of these than there is the baubles, but I don't really mind. Is there any more? I think that's it. Okay, so that went there and that went there. What do you think so far? I know you can't see the bottom here, but I don't know if you can see, I just coloured in a green one down there. It's because I zoomed in for all the painting, so you can't quite see it. Shall I zoom back out again? Try there. I wish this camera had some preset ones that I could just go to. That would be easier. That gets most of it on there. That'd do, wouldn't it? Up by the bow. Oh, there. Well spotted. Thank you, Cheryl. Dearly me. There. Is that more now? I think that's more now. Thank you for that, Cheryl. Right. I'm trying to think what we want to do next. We want to do the trees. Problem is, and then that's more green. I want to get some other colour rather before I do more green. Should we do the yellow? Should we do the stars? Let's go with sapphire yellow this time. Sapphire yellow. It's an interesting name for a yellow. When I think of sapphire, I don't really think of yellow. That's interesting. But I'll have to look and see if sapphires come in yellow. I'm an emerald girl. I like me emeralds. It's my birthstone, and I really like it because I like green. What I was saying to Dunk, I'm not going to wait until our 55th wedding anniversary. I think 55 is the emerald one. I'm not going to wait till then because, well, quite frankly, I'll probably be dead. So I'm going to, when we get to 55 years together, then I want my emerald. Because we got together a long time before we got married. We got together when we were 14 and we didn't get married until 25. So 11 years. That's a long time for waiting for my emerald. I think that yellow is quite nice, isn't it? Yeah, because I remember I used the gold that's here before, didn't I? But I found the gold a little disappointing. It might be that I'll go over. Should I try what the gold looks like over the yellow? Because I think I did yellow over gold last time, didn't I? Let's see what the gold over the yellow does. What do we think? It dulls it, doesn't it? I don't really like that. Problem is, now I've done one, should I do them all or just leave that one dull? Should we leave that one dull? I don't care. we're gonna go with just the yellow. I could use a different yellow to give it some shaping and shadowing. Because I do have a couple of other yellows here. I used a different yellow last time. But I think we've got, let's look at this one, which is sunflower yellow. Just give that a kind of a, like, to make it appear slightly 3D decoration style, you know, the stars I'm thinking of. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is subtly there. Yeah, I quite like that. Again, I'm not sure you guys can see that at all, but in real life you can. At some point I'll take photos of all these and pop them up on my Instagram. I might do the yellow that's on top of that tree there and there, the stars there and there in different yellows, so that they stand out against the other stars. I think that might be the best bet. I do have another 2 yellows there, so I can just use a different yellow for those ones. There we go. Yeah, I like that. I wish you could see what it's doing, but it's giving a little dimension to it. Again, these are good cameras, don't get me wrong, but they're definitely not cameras for high detail showing up. It's something to do with the lighting. As I said, I use proper photography lights. That's what I have on me right now. It's proper big photography lights with big umbrellas. And as you can see, it's still looking a little dark. These cameras just seem to put everything in slightly darker. I don't know if it's because it's running through the ATEM, which is a vision mixer, that all my cameras are controlled by one device. Don't know if it's that, or whether the cameras just are naturally dark. But I can't adjust the brightness because they're not Blackmagic cameras, and the ATEM can only adjust that sort of thing with professional Blackmagic cameras, which I don't use. I'd use them if I could, but they're freaking expensive because they're like professional film level cameras, and I'm not paying £1, £2, £3, £4 or more £1,000 per camera. One currently running 3 different ones in here, and when I've got my 3D printers going, I have a 4th camera on that. Yeah, that sort of money will get me a deposit, well, a good chunk of a deposit for a house. I think Duncan may have finished because my thing has just gone quiet, which means if I don't switch over quickly, my mic will shut off. Because when he raids over to other people, it doesn't play the sound until I click on the tab. Yes, he's raided into Scruff, who is playing the last caretaker. I don't know who I'm raiding into. We will see. But now Duncan's finished, that means I will probably be finishing soon, because that means he's going to come down here and sort food. And as you can probably tell, you can see the kitchen door directly behind me there. Getting there. Sounds like Scruff's just got double raided or something there. Franson and Duncan. Getting there. There's a lot of stars in this. Copper stars on the trees. Ooh. Ooh, that's a good plan. I think I have a copper there. We'll try that in a second. Thank you, Cheryl. Yeah, now let me do these two, and we'll test the copper, see what it looks like on the tree stars. Pretty sure this is a copper here. Let's have a look. Yes, there we go. That one's a copper. Right, let's see. Can we sharpen it without it breaking on us? Right, let's do this one here and see what it looks like, shall we? What do we think? Do we want to try a bit of yellow on top to see if it give it an extra shine, or leave it like that? Let's do the other one while you guys have a look at that one. Put it down there. There we go. Try not to send that flying. There we go. Looks good. Alright, awesome. We will leave those two as copper stars. I think that's the only two trees. These ones have... I'd almost be tempted to do the stars on these two trees as copper as well. So we have two that has lots of coppers and two that just has the one big copper each. What do you reckon? I'll finish doing some more of these yellows while you have a think and let me know what you reckon. Pretty sure we've still got at least one more. Yeah. Ooh, almost did the wrong color, wrong one then. Has anyone got any recommendations for Twitch raid out? I think I'd rather not do Scruff. As much as I love raiding into Scruff, it sounds like he was just having a little too much going on there. So I don't want to overwhelm him. So I'll pick someone else. I'm hoping there's someone else on. That's somebody down here. Is it a Duncan coming to do dinner? Or... Oh, don't know. Had someone, but they've disappeared. Oh, missed a little star here. There. Oh, one up here. Any more? I pull the stupidest faces. Glad no one actually captured any of them. I think that's all of them. But for record, I will watch back on if I do find one more. I've used sapphire yellow and sunflower yellow. Right, so do we do the copper in these two then, do you reckon? And then I call it quits because I think people are trying to get in here now. What time is it? Oh, almost 9. Yeah, people are going to be wanting their food. Maybe I should do the copper and them later, then maybe I should call it quits now. I didn't realise the time. Alright, so I'll do the copper in these two next time. Tomorrow we'll do number 16, obviously. But I think we're going to best if I head off because I think people want to get dinner. They've been waiting patiently for me to stream so they can come in and out of the kitchen. This is why I'm going to be moving upstairs in the new year at some point so that I can stream longer without Uncle telling me to hydrate. Yes, dear. There we go. Right, so we should say thanks, Cheryl. You take care. My chair is running away with me. Thank you so much for keeping me company, Cheryl, and everyone else lurking in the background. I'm gonna have a quick look and see who is around to raid. I've forgotten to update my raid message. I thought of one, I just haven't updated it in the chat, so I need to do that at some point. Have we got any crafty people on? Games, game. I've got one person I'm following who's crafty, but they are actually on BRB, which hilariously they were the last time I raided them. They've just gone on to BRB, so I don't know who to raid now. I don't know any of these people, but I think maybe I'm going to raid into someone completely new who's doing something crafty. Maybe we can test someone out. What do we reckon? Let's see what people are doing. Problem is, the Making the Crafters thing is such a wide selection of people that you don't really know. That person is on a break. Of course they are. Damn it. Who knew it'd be so hard to find someone to raid? You know, we're just gonna raid Vixen. The ad break did start a little bit ago, almost 3 minutes ago actually, so they might actually be coming off of BRB soon then. So let's go and raid Vixen. Say hi to Vixen. Hang on, no. It looks like she's not doing craft today. She's doing Devil May Cry. That's a game. So do I not have any people doing crafts today? Ah! Let's have a look at this person here. Nope, they've just ended their stream. Of course they have. Why is this so hard? I just want to raid someone. gonna be no one left here to raid. They're all gonna run away. You know, I'm just not gonna raid someone today. Sorry for anyone who's around, who's stuck around for a raid. I'm just not gonna raid anyone. It's gonna be much easier than trying to find someone strange, because I don't know who I'm gonna be sending anyone to. So I will see you all tomorrow. You all take care. Bye.